Hey guys, I'm back with another video. You already know what I'm gonna be talking about this week. This week is a big week for artists. We got Drake and 21 Savage. Not only that, we got Metro Boomin as well. So this is gonna be interesting. But everyone's predicting 300K or more first week. I think it's gonna be around there. If they don't hit that, it's because it's still kind of fresh and new. A lot of people, they got to promote it a lot. A lot of artists right now are kind of slightly promoting their projects. They're not promoting it like how it is like back in like 2015, 2016, where the hype's always there. But I'm excited for this. I mean, I'm reading an article right now. They said Drake and 21 Savage have pushed the release date of the Collaborative album Her Loss after producer Noah 40 got COVID. But I think I mean, it's hard to say. I'm not in their shoes, but I feel like it's in the middle. I think it's mid. I think they're trying to like come up with something. You know what I mean? But because they're still releasing albums. It's not like they're saying it's canceled because he got COVID. So I don't know. I mean, artists come up with stuff all the time, but I'll just say that he has it. We'll just go with that. But other than that, though, I mean, this album is this Friday. It was supposed to come out last Friday, and we noticed there was something interesting that Drake's artist DVSN, he's an R&B artist. He had it. He dropped his album last week, so I think they wanted to give him like shine. That's why they delayed it to this week because they probably wanted to make sure he got his little shine. You know what I mean? So out of respect. But and then we also got Taylor Swift that just dropped her album. I could have done a review on that, but I strictly do hip hop for now. But yeah, she dropped her album a week before last week, and Midnight it broke a record. It got 1 million, and I'm not surprised because it's Taylor Swift. So she got 1 million in the first week, which is crazy for a pops. But the pop stars are actually out blowing out the rappers right now with sales because it's pop stars. A lot of fans love Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, all of those artists, Lady Gaga. You know what I mean? They can drop an album right now, it's gonna do well. So it's a different type of vibe. But I'm excited for this album. I don't want to really like get into the track list, but of course I'm gonna look at it before. There's some fan put like a track list on here. It was like I don't know if it was like real or not. A lot of people are kind of like skeptical about it, but I'm gonna type it in and see if it's legit. But it said track list. He's like, "Oh, I got the source for track list," and like we don't know if it's real. So let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll find out on Friday, but they're gonna have it the day before or Friday, the track list. So I'm excited though. This is definitely a surprise album. I wasn't thinking they would drop anything like a collaborative album. We did have rumors of Drake and Rick Ross working on albums, so it just kind of confuses me because 21 Savage and Drake, this project kind of came out of nowhere. Like I was thinking it was gonna be like Rick Ross and Drake, but it's funny how it ends up being 21 Savage because they're trying to work with the hottest rappers, which I don't blame them. Because right now Rick Ross is, he's just chilling out. He don't really have to drop anything anymore. But he dropped his album last year, so you know what I mean. That's why I was like, oh, they're giving some time for certain people, and I think they're trying to find the right time to drop these projects because they know Drake and Chris Brown together, like they have a lot of unreleased songs. I'm sure Tony Savage's got a lot too. So I'm just excited. I feel like there's gonna be like music videos that are gonna be like maybe Halloween theme. I don't know, but the history between Drake and 21 Savage is huge. I mean his last album, which would have been it was let me look it up, see, because my memory, the refresh everyone's memory, should I say? Because his last album, his first collaborative track was the Sneaky, and that song went hard. I was blasting out the other day. Just as like a throwback, because that song's tight. You know what I mean? But yeah, More Life, yeah, 2017. That was his first collaborative. What's it called? Feature was 21 Savage Sneaky. Because I remember this album, like More Life, I was like, yeah, this is not bad. A lot of people said it was mid and all that. Yeah, they gave it a 4.7. That's not bad. That's almost 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, 93% liked it, but the marketing was really there because I was Drake in his, well, 2017, yeah, I would say in his prime because 2011 was when he was on his rise. 2010 is when he blew up. So everything kind of happened at a different time. Like he was in the R&B Drake around 2010, 2011, 2012. Then after 2012, he started going to hip hop Drake, and that's when after that 2015, the album with Future, yeah, that was a classic right there. What a Time to Be Alive was that's like the top album. A lot of people said that's like their favorite album. Yeah, there it is right here. Let's go to the history. What a Time to Be Alive. Yep. This is the album that kind of got me ready before my basketball game because 2015 I would have been in freaking this is crazy. I would have been in middle school. So like I was getting ready for my like games, but I wasn't able to play because that year I hurt my back. So but it's crazy. My story is wild. I was stretching. They told me to do my stretches. And they said that if you keep, doing your stretches, you're gonna be fine. What I mean, he's like, good thing your son's young, blah blah blah. And they said it was like close to hernia disc, so I ended up doing my stretches, and then next, I ended up running track, but I wasn't able to do basketball. I was kind of mad about that, but I ended up doing track though. So what I mean, I was able to run. So I was recovered all the way to from past the winter all the way to springtime because track's always around like March, the first meet and all that. But it was fun, man. Like this is the album that kind of got me going. Was What a Time to Be Alive. That was like prime Drake right there. Future and Drake went off on that. Every song was good. Big Rings was my favorite song of Jumpman. We already had Jumpman had the overhype. Like everyone was making. It wasn't before even TikTok really took off. It was like just people online kind of dancing to it. Yeah, and then I did a freestyle to Jumpman. That was like the my first like remix was Jumpman. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. I'm lying. My first remix would have been like 2014, like Bobby Shmurda and all that before he got locked up. But he's out of jail now. But that was like my first one of my top remixes. Then I was trying to challenge myself to freestyle off of back to back. But I wrote all my lyrics when I was new because I didn't want to be that guy that didn't make no sense. But yeah, it's just amazing how fast these years went. 2015 to now, like that's crazy. You know, the album just hyped me up. The What a Time to Be Alive was definitely a hype project. Got nominated Billboard Music Award for Top Rap on. That's insane. American Music Award for Favorite Hip Hop Album. So they got like 3, 4 different awards, man. But they definitely knocked that off the market. So let's see, man. I'm gonna see how much the Drake and Future, and I'm gonna predict that it's gonna make at least around the same as Drake and Future, because Drake and Future, that year was their year. So if 21 Savage and Drake make a classic album, everyone's gonna say that it definitely is on the top list. I'm just gonna look up Drake and Future album sales and see how it's gonna be, because then we can match it with how it's gonna be now. But remember, this was before COVID. When Drake and Future made this album, this was before COVID, so like the sales is different. Like you can't compare like now sales to before COVID because a lot of people are not trying to mess with that. They're trying to buy some new clothes. Like me, I'm trying to buy some new stuff. Like no one's buying albums really. Like you know what I mean? Like let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like ain't no one trying to finesse on people's album. And then like you got Apple Music. All they gotta do is listen to it. Dang, I'm trying to find a Drake What a Time to Be Alive. They're all popping up features albums. He made 53,000 the first week. And this is those old albums. That's insane, bro. I don't, man. Oh yeah, jump me. There we go. All right, so it says What a Time to Be Alive first week album sales. This got to be nice. Yeah, I was gonna say that makes sense. 375,000. So if it, let's just look at this and then think about 21 Savage and Drake. Let's see if it's gonna make at least 375. If it does, then it makes sense because it's Drake and 21 Savage. It's not just Drake by himself. So he's gonna add. He's gonna put his best artists on there. Hopefully, it'll be a surprise. Because someone said Jay-Z and Rick Ross, but I'd rather just be surprised. I'm not even gonna be like, expecting like I'm gonna act like I'm not expecting a whole lot. Just Drake and 21. But look at these sales and let's think this Friday when they drop this album. Let's see if it's gonna do around this. It should be making around 375,000. If it's not, then there's something wrong because it's Drake and 21 Savage. So they said Jumpman single. Then it said first week album sales. 375. So I'm excited. You know what I mean? Like this is definitely a opportunity. But yeah, you guys stay tuned. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay up to date because there's just a lot of music coming out. I'm trying to catch up myself. So hopefully, everything goes as well and all that. So yeah. Peace.